All right, so as some of you may know from watching my channel, I deal with a lot of older cars. I repair them. I love them. I collect them. This is not that collectible to me. It's a nice car, sure, but it's a customer's car, and I did some work, and I had kind of a unique experience. I'm going to share that with you in a second. It's a 1991 Buick Park Avenue. You don't see too many of them anymore, but there's some around. This is a pretty clean one. It's got all the deluxe stuff, the air ride suspension, the big pillow top seats, the leather interior, electronic this, like dual climate controls, all the stuff. And the guy has come to me from being at other mechanics saying, you know what, I'm just tired of dealing with people and nobody knows how to fix my car. And he called me a car god, and that usually sets me up for failure. But I was able to fix this car, and I'm happy to. It just had some really, really weird electrical stuff, and I'll go through that with you. So these things aren't super duper electrical compared to new cars, but let me show you a few things here. As you get behind the plush interior, or plush, should I say, accommodations of these pillow top seats that recline all the way back. It has a towel on it, but super soft, super nice. It has the dual climate controls there. There's the controls there for the passenger. But he had put an aftermarket stereo in it, and that usually indicates that a human has been within the wiring mechanisms of the car and screws things up. So the really weird thing about this car is the stereo would not come on unless you pushed the trunk release. So yeah, you could start the car, drive away. The stereo would not come on. It would light up, but it wouldn't come on. The speakers wouldn't come on until you push the trunk release, which is a really weird problem. So I pulled the stereo out. I chased the wires. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I spent almost 3 days on it. And then he was like, you know, my brother helped me work on the car and found the speaker on this driver's door here didn't have a ground, so he put a ground on it. He grounded it directly to the door frame. And I thought, So it wasn't until I pulled this door panel off and realized that they had grounded the speakers directly to the door, and the real ground was in that umbilical there, and it had been broken, which is very common. That's a pinch point for wires, and being this driver's door, it opens and closes quite a bit. It's an older car. Wires break in there. I've done a lot of videos on wires that have broken through the conduit there. So once I fixed that, removed the ground, the stereo worked. But that was not an easy thing. I mean, I took apart the trunk, took apart the... Anyhow. So everything is back to normal. He had a few other electrical issues, but that was the main one that was driving him crazy. He spent thousands of dollars on new speakers, and I don't know how much time going through the shops. And I was able to fix it, not without a bit of a hardship. But that just goes to show you on these old cars that they may not be as complex as new ones, but wires are wires. This one's got all kinds of old technology, lamp indicators. It's a pretty cool car. Oh, and the horn didn't work. I got the horn working here. The horn buttons are kind of funky. Oh, maybe the horns don't work. They were working a minute ago. There we go. Just the buttons, I think, get caught on your sleeves and they get ripped off. Now I got his horn working. I got the trunk release working correctly. I got the radio working without the trunk release, and the tachometer was glitchy. I think I got that figured out. So a bunch of little electrical gremlins with this nice old car. And now I'll take another look at the outside, and I think he's going to be super happy. I did spend quite a bit of time on it, but when someone loves their car, it's you know, it's a part of you. So thanks for watching my channel. Thanks for understanding a little bit of my gripes with old cars, because sometimes they're hard to fix, but there's always an answer, and it just takes sometimes tracing out the human element to figure out what is wrong with electrical. There you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.